Guys, I promised you I was going to introduce you to the man that put all this together. Coach Dinkel, University of Whitewater, thanks for taking a few minutes to talk to us.
Not a problem, Coach.
Coach Dinkel is the offensive coordinator for the University of Whitewater, three-time division champion in football. He's orchestrated all three of them, or been parts of all three of them. And so what I want to do is just take a few minutes to pick his brain about how he has seen resistance bands influence, number one, his offensive linemen, but then in general, his team, his offense and defensive teams here at Whitewater. So, Steve, with that, tell me real quickly, number one thing that you immediately picked up on with resistance bands that you wanted to bring into your athletes that you knew would make an immediate impact, and yes, it has, or no, it hasn't.
I think number one of the biggest things that it's done for us, Dave, is, it gives our athletes another way to train, and it involves, some competitive type of drills that guys can do very quickly, and they can train hard without even not realizing that they're going through a pretty intense workout. And that's one of the, I think, the values that you're always trying to bring that variety into the workout, and into the the strength and conditioning arena. And I think it's been tremendous for us in terms of foot speed and flexibility. Those are the two primary things, especially at the position that I coach in terms of offensive line. We're going to work in a very confined area, and we want to be able to move as quickly as we can with our feet. And I know in the years that we've had you come up and work with our team, it's just grown leaps and bounds. We've got players that now have their own bands, are stretching with them, using them all the time. Our guys were just up here last night, matter of fact, going through a complete band workout.
Cool.
It was awesome.
Cool. So, and we connected up. Now, you brought a couple things up. You guys have won 3 national championships, 07, and that's about the time that you and I kind of connected up.
Absolutely.
Now, you don't win championships without keeping your guys on the field. And I don't hear from you, and I don't see your kids getting banged up, especially your key kids.
Exactly.
So it looks like you've been able to impact injuries. You think the bands have obviously played a role in that?
I think it's been a tremendous impact, in terms of our guys will use the bands in pregame, in the locker room. You'll walk through the locker room before we come out on the field, and guys are stretching with the band, stretching the hamstrings, the quads, the hip flexors, that posterior chain, getting everything ready for the game. And I think it's a huge part in terms of being able to sustain, and prevent those injuries. But you get bent and torqued, and in a lot of different positions. Well, the bodies can handle that because the muscles are pliable and they're able to move and handle the trauma of the game that might take place. And I think that's a big part, as you said. We've been very fortunate, very blessed here, and we've always trying to look for that little extra edge of being able to stay on top. And we really believe the band training that we've been doing and what our guys have done with the flexibility part of it has really been a part of it.
Well, cool. I've been here for 4 years. If you don't think this guy knows football, and especially offense and defense line, we were just talking as we were coming up. He started this camp 4 years ago with 100 kids. We got 250 kids here 4 years later. Now, it doesn't hurt to have 3 national championships standing behind your back, but you don't win those. You don't win those without phenomenal coaching. And we always say it starts in the front, and you and I agree with that. It always starts in the front. You win the first 5 yards, you win the game. And we just taught 120 kids out here how to do that. Steve, thanks very much
Thanks
for taking
a lot,
a few
Dave.
minutes to
Appreciate
get back
it.
to your camp. And nice camp as usual, buddy.
Thanks.
All right.
Take care.